Hello, it's Sunday, and it's time for my mental health vlog. I know we'll have to bear with me because I have a little bit of a migraine going on today. Um, I didn't get my caffeine until late, and unfortunately, when that happens, I run the risk of getting caffeine migraines, and it hits pretty hard today. But I need to do my vlog, so I'm going to. The week started out great. I was in Florida with, my boyfriend. We were in Orlando, and Monday we went to Epcot, and it was a lot of fun. It was his first experience in any Florida Disney park, so we got him like a little first time button, and we really didn't have a agenda for the day. It was just walk around, ride what we could, see what we could. We made reservations for dinner in Mexico, and the day was it was a nice day. It was exhausting. We walked like 8.2 miles, I think his phone said. But it was exhausting. But it was and we happened to be there during the Food and Wine Festival, which we did not expect. And with, my boyfriend being a huge foodie, even though he can't eat that much, it was really cool to be there and to be able to see some of the creations from all the different countries. Not only the countries that are represented in the World Showcase, but they had little kiosks for countries that are not represented. Like they had one for Australia. They had, Hawaii, not a country, a state, I know, but they had like a booth for Hawaii. They had a booth for Korea. They had a booth for Kenya. There's just little booths for all these little different countries. It was so cool to see such representation there. I didn't do any of the wine because alcohol in Disney is way too expensive and so not worth it. But the food was relatively well priced, and so you could sample a lot of things. And we rode some rides, and we did some shopping, and it was funny because there were a couple of downpours that came through the park while we were there, but we always seemed to be in a building or in an exhibit when the downpour happened, and we'd come out and it would be like it rained. The only time we got caught outside when a downpour came through, we were underneath Spaceship Earth, which is the big golf ball thing for Epcot. We were underneath that, so we were protected from the rain. We were waiting in line for that. And, it was pretty cool because my boyfriend had no idea that there was actually, he had no idea what was in Spaceship Earth. So that was pretty cool. And then we woke up early on Tuesday, and we went to the pool for a little bit, not too long. And then we went back to the room, and we packed up our stuff, and we headed to the airport. And then we flew home, and it was a relatively nice flight, and it was a little bit delayed. So once we landed, I got a call from the place where I was boarding, the dog, and they're like, we're closed now, so you have to come get the dog tomorrow. And I'm like, no, I'm on the way. Is somebody there that can help me get him after hours? So, I got well, you have to plan that 24 hours in advance. I'm like, well, I didn't know the plane was going to be stuck on the tarmac 24 hours in advance. So they were still there. So we got to the place like just in time before someone was leaving, and I was able to get the dog, and then we got back to the apartment. And I don't remember if we did anything Tuesday night or not, or we just crashed. Oh no, my boyfriend went back to his house in down south to see his dog. So. Which threw off our schedule a little bit because normally I see him on Wednesday nights for date night, but we did not do that because we had just seen each other on Tuesday. So during the week, I was working during the day and I was doing patches at night, just really trying to get some stuff caught up that I needed to get caught up. And then we found out that the car that we were getting was in town, or it was available in the dealership, which is all the way at the other end of the state. So it was about 2.5 hours away, so over in Beaumont. So we made a plan to go over there on Saturday morning, which we did. So Friday after work, I went and picked up my son. I missed him so much. I really did. And I will say, being in the park, the Disney park, without him didn't feel right. I kept thinking, oh, he would love this. Or, oh, I wish he was here to see this. Oh, especially the new fireworks show. Oh, he would have loved that. It was so cool. But it was the right thing to do, not taking him with more complications from COVID and him being too young to be vaccinated. It was the right thing to do. Didn't make it easier, but it was the right thing to do. So I picked him up on Friday, and we had to drive all the way down to Siena to pick up my boyfriend, so we didn't have multiple cars to deal with. Then we came home, got Subway for dinner, we played some video games, and we ate, and we just hung out for a little bit. I let him stay up late, no big deal. And then Saturday morning we got up, and we got coffee and breakfast, and then we drove all the way to Beaumont. My son was a trooper. He did a really good job in the car. It was a road trip, and we spent maybe 45 minutes to an hour at the dealership. I have no concept of time because we had done a lot of stuff early and prepared for that. And then we drove home, but because we had two cars, I gave my son the option. I'm like, do you want to ride with Papa, or do you want to ride with my boyfriend in his car? Totally expecting him to say he wanted to ride with me. No, he wanted to ride with my boyfriend. So, stung a little bit, but we made a stop halfway through and then switched him over to my car. So he got some time with me, and he got to ride in the new car. So, it's a very nice car. I'm very excited about it. He helped me name it. He actually helped us pick it out, which is pretty cool. So, very happy with the car. And then we got back in town just in time to let the dog out, grab his stuff, and then take him home. And then we had a dinner last night. I had two very special friends in my life who came into my life at a time when I really needed people. And meeting them was completely kind of on accident. And because they lived so close to the apartment, I was over there like at least once a week, hanging out in the pool, playing games, having dinner, whatever. They were just very special people to me. And then they ended up moving a little bit of ways, so I didn't get to see them as often, but they were still in town, so I could see them pretty regularly when I wanted to. But now they are moving to Phoenix, the Phoenix area. And so last night was the dinner to say goodbye to them. I don't know if and when I'll see them again, so that was kind of hard. I don't do well with goodbyes. Never have. I guess I've always had some abandonment issues, and I don't know really where they came from, but when my grandfather passed away when I was in 6th grade, that was something I never got over. I'll be honest, I never got over that. And that hangs with me now when I have to say goodbye to people. Because, the reality is I may never see them again. That's the reality. I may never see them again. I've been to Phoenix once, twice, and that was for work. Years and years and years ago. So, I've had to say goodbye to a lot of friends in my life and a lot of people in my life, and it's never. Some people come and go, but some people really put a stamp on your heart, and it's hard to say goodbye to them. So then today, we got home last night after dinner, and my boyfriend was exhausted. He crashed. I stayed up and watched a little bit of TV, and then I crashed, and then we both had a hard time getting out of bed this morning. But we did. We got up and we showered, and then we went to go see a movie in the theater. That was nice. I haven't been to a theater since my son and I went to go see Onward on the week right before everything shut down last year. So this was my first time in a theater. Let's see Black Widow. It was pretty good. And then my boyfriend had a meeting tonight, and then he'll head back to Siena to see his dog. And we did a lot of talking this weekend about the future and moving in and what that's going to look like and budgets and all that kind of fun stuff. I guess this is Wolfie's way of reminding me that I'm over time and he needs attention. Love you, buddy. I don't know what I'm going to do with you when we move, but just know that I love you. All right, guys, that's it for me. Check on your friends. Make sure they're doing okay. Check on your loved ones. Make sure they're doing okay. Remind them that you love them. Check on yourself. Make sure you're doing okay. Do your self-care. I say it all the time. And really pay attention to what you need. And try and make sure you get it. All right, guys. That's it. I love y'all. I will see y'all next week. Bye.